Hello, Nuggets. Welcome to this week's homework where we're looking at multiplying by one-digit numbers. This, as you can see from the screen, is going to be the box version. So if you're hoping for traditional, please go ahead and switch your videos. Now, I've already set all of the boxes up to save time, but just remember that each number has to have a box to live on. So 66 becomes 60 and 6 times 2. I'm going to switch my colors so we can see how it works. 2 times 6 is 12. There's 1 0. 2 times 6 is 12. I stack. I add. I get 132. Over here, I have 643 times 8. 6 times 8 is 48. There's 2 zeros. 8 times 4 is 32, 1 0. 8 times 3 is 24. So I need to add up 4,800, 320, and 24. You can break this into two problems if it's easier for you. I have 4, 8 and 3 is 11, 4 and 1 is 5. 5,144. Breaking this up into 450 and 2 times 7. 7 times 4 is 28. There's 2 zeros. 7 times 5 is 35. 1 0. 7 times 2 is 14. When I stack this up and do 2,800 plus 350 plus 14, I get 3,164. Over here, I am multiplying 24 times 8. 8 times 2 is 16 with a 0. 8 times 4 is 32. I stack and add. I get 192. Two more for page 1. I have 50 and 7 times 8. 8 times 5 is 40 with a 0. 8 times 7, excuse me. 8 times 7 is 56. 400 plus 56 is 456. All right, last one on page number 1. I have 440 and 2 times 3. 3 times 4 is 12 with 2 zeros. 3 times 4 is 12 with 1 0. And 3 times 2 is 6. When I stack and add these three numbers, I'm left with 1,326. Any questions? Bring them with you to class. Coming down here, I have 129 times 9. 9 times 1 is 9 with 2 zeros. 9 times 2 is 18 with a 0. 9 times 9 is 81. I have 900, 180, 81. 8 and 8 is 16. 9, 10, 11. 1,116. Multiplying 60, 4, and 7. 7 times 6 is 42 with a 0. 7 times 4 is 28. I stack and add. I have 8, 4, 4 for 448. I have 90 and 2 times 4. 4 times 9 is 36 with a 0. 4 times 2 is 8 for a total of 368. I have 360 and 3 times 6. 3 times 6 is 18 with 2 zeros. 6 times 6 is 36 with a 0. 6 times 3 is 18. When I do 1,800 plus 360 plus 18, I get 2,178. Two more on this page. And I wrote it a little bit high. So let's scribble this out a little bit. So we have 764 times 8. There we go. So I have 764 times 8. 8 times 7 is 56, 2 zeros. 6 times 8 is 48 with a 0, and 8 times 4 is 32. When I do 5,600 plus 480 plus 32, I get 6,112. Over here I have 80 and 9 times 5. 8 times 5 is 40 with a 0. 5 times 9 is 45. This gives me 445. Questions on page 2. Bring them to class. All right, next page I have 263 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8, 2 zeros. 4 times 6 is 24 with a 0. 4 times 3 is 12. 800 plus 240 plus 12 gives us 1,052. 91 times 8. 8 times 9 is 72 with a 0. 8 times 1 is 8. 728. 72 times 7. 7 times 7 is 49 with a 0. 7 times 2, 14. 490 plus 14 gives us 504. Oh, I lost my color. There we go. 504. Next one, we have 745 times 6. 6 times 7 is 42, 2 zeros. 6 times 4 is 24, 1 0. 6 times 5 is 30. 4,200 plus 240 plus 30 gives me 4,470. Two more on this page. 133 and 7. 7 times 1 is 7, 2 zeros. 7 times 3, 21, 1 0. 7 times 3, 21. 700 plus 210 plus 21 is 931. Last one for here, 66 times 5. 6 times 5 is 30 with a 0. 6 times 5 is 30 for 330. That's the end of page 3. Questions? Bring them with you. All right, on to page 4. 779 times 5. 5 times 7 is 35, 2 zeros. 5 times 7, 35 with a 0. 5 times 9 is 45. 3,500 plus 350 plus 45, 3,895. Over here, 80 and 1 times 8. 8 times 8 is 64, 1 0. 8 times 1 is 8. 648. 60 and 6 times 4. 4 times 6 is 24 with a 0. 4 times 6 is 24. We have 4, 6, 2, 264. We have 982 times 8. 8 times 9 is 72 with 2 zeros. 8 times 8 is 64 with a 0. 8 times 2 is 16. 7,200 plus 640 plus 16 is 7,856. 700, 0 tens, 2 ones, times 8. 7 times 8 is 56. 2 zeros. 8 times 0 is 0. 8 times 2 is 16. 5,616. It is still important to keep that 0 in there to keep our place value correct. Over here, 31 times 6. 6 times 3 is 18 with a 0. 6 times 1 is 6. 186. Questions on page 4? Bring it with you. All right, Nuggets, if you got this far, congratulations. You have worked really hard to practice your skills, and we are almost done. 7 times 8 is 56, 2 zeros. 8 times 7 is 56, 1 0. 8 and 8 is 64. Add them up, 5,600. 560, 64, 6,224. 90 and 2 times 9. 9 and 9 is 81 with a 0. 9 times 2 is 18. 828. 4 more. 10 and 2 times 8 is 80. 16 for 96. 300. 10 and 8. 620. 16. 600 plus 20 plus 16 gives us 636. Or if you look, it was times 2, so we doubled it. 127 times 4, we have 480 and 28. Notice as we get towards the end, we're going to be able to just read these across a little easier. 508, last one. 54 times 5, 250. 20 for 270. Questions on these, as always, bring them to class. Have a great weekend, Meth.